Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me for today's Firefly Flow. So today you might need actually a strap or a bathrobe two bricks or books. Once you have everything you need, I'll meet you right here on the mat. So whenever you're ready, we'll come to a nice comfortable position, whatever that might look like for you. Close down the eyes and just allow yourself to tune into your breath. Allowing yourself time to tune into your body. And how are you feeling today, physically, emotionally, mentally? Do you crave movement? A little bit low on energy? And if that's the case, what can you do to soften into your practice a little bit more? If you're feeling fiery, ready to go, what can you do to find a little bit more stillness? And if you're feeling strong, energetic, what can you do to find balance? Beginning to deepen into your breath a little bit more. So taking those big inhales through the nose, nice long exhales through the nose. And allow this to be your new breath. So taking those inhales through the nose, exhales through the nose. It's really important to not rush the breath here. Remember that the breath is the most important thing in this practice. It's the thing, or it's the tool that keeps us present and keeps us aware. Whenever you're ready, gently blink the eyes open. Just roll it around into the wrist quickly, one way, and then the other. So if you need a little bit more time today, then I encourage you to just take a quick pause in the video and just really warm up into the wrist. Bring the back of the palms together, make sure they stay glued as you roll it around one way, and then roll it around the other. Okay. And again, so release, shake it off, interlace your fingers, send the palms forwards, stretch into the palms, spread into the fingers, maybe roll it around. Shake it off, and everyone's favorite, extend the arms. Spread into the fingers, fingertips faces forwards. I'm going to strengthen into the forearm, so flicker the fingers super fast, faster. Keep breathing. You might find that you fatigue quite quickly here. So keep it nice and soft. Take a big inhale, nice, long, easy exhales. We'll hold it here. We'll keep going for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it off, release. Okay. Coming to your hands and knees. Hands shoulder width distance apart, index finger at least facing forwards. Grip the mat with the fingertips. Ground into the inner palms as you come for your cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, pull the chest through the arms, and as you exhale, round it in. Find that foundation in the hands, super important here. 2 more like that. Inhale for your cow pose. And as you exhale, round it in. 1 last time, you're inhaling. And then as you exhale, round it in. Finding a nice neutral spine here, so grip the mat with the fingertips, inner palms are grounded, squeeze the forearms together. Tuck 10 toes under, hollow out the belly as you just hover the knees above the ground. Nice long neck, keep breathing. Fire up into the quads. Nice soft inhales, nice soft exhales. Hold in here, keep breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Spread into the left toes, bringing the left foot to center. Maybe bend into that left knee. So nice long spine here as you push the hips behind you. As you inhale, reach your right leg nice and high, 3-legged dog. And as you exhale, step your right foot forward. Left knee drops to the ground, half splits, front leg straightened. Use your props if you need to. Pull that right hip back as you flare the toes towards the face. Slowly ground your front foot, hands to the mat, 3-legged dog, right leg reaches up. Take a big inhale and as you exhale, knee to nose, round it in. Inhale, release. Exhale, knee to nose. One last time, inhale, release. And as you exhale, knee to nose. And then dropping the knees to the ground, resetting your tabletop. Turn the back of the hands towards the ground so the palm faces up. Fingertips towards you and just gently, quickly rock it forwards and backwards. Coming back into your tabletop. 3 rounds of your cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, pull the chest through. Exhale, round it in. 2 more like that. Inhale. Exhale, round it in. 1 last time, inhaling. And as you exhale, round it in. Nice neutral spine, tuck 10 toes under. Find your foundation in the hand. Squeeze the forearms together, hollow out the belly as you hover the knees above the ground. Nice soft inhales and exhales as you hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3-legged dog, right away, left leg reaches up, right knee is softened. Take a big inhale through the nose and as you exhale, step your left foot forward. Drop the right knee to the mat as your front leg starts to straighten. Use the props if you need to. Pull the chest forwards. Grounding everything to the mat, 3-legged dog, left leg reaches all the way back. So take a big inhale, nice long spine, and as you exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, release. Exhale, round it in. 1 last time, inhaling. And then as you exhale, knee to nose. This time round, step it into a downward facing dog. And then if you like, you just wiggle around. Find a little bit of movement here. Remember, find that foundation in the hands. Nice long spine. Maybe the knees are bent for the first few rounds of your downward dog. And that's okay. As you inhale, roll forward, find your plank pose. And as you exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. 2 more like that. Inhale, way forwards. Exhale, back. 1 last time, inhale, waves you forward. And then as you exhale, take it back, downward dog. Inhale, look at the front of you, slowly walk to the top of the mat, folding forwards. Inhale, halfway lift, pull the chest through. Don't just allow your arms to hang, do something with them. Exhale, fold forwards. Bend your knees, chair pose. Feet hip width distance apart, big toes touching, whatever feels comfortable for you. Knees roughly on top of the ankles. Stick the sitting bones behind you, nice long spine, or angle of spine rather. Spread into the right toes, you're going to lean right, float your left leg back. Take whatever variation of a warrior 3 feels good for you. Hands together, maybe if they find the ground or to a prop. Left leg is super engaged here. Find your breath, press down the leg, inhale, lift you all the way up, tuck the left knee in. And as you exhale, extend your left leg back behind you, pointing to the toes. As you reverse your warrior, lean back. choked on my spit. Squeeze into the midsection, engage into the core, take a big inhale, and as you exhale, float your left leg back behind you, coming back into that warrior three, nice and slow. Are you engaging into the ribs and into the core? Soften into that right leg as you slowly tap the left toes back behind you. Nice wide base, rise up, high lunge, arms towards the ceiling. Take a big inhale through the nose, keep squeezing into the inner thighs. And then as you exhale, turn the left toes out, squat into that left leg, Skandasana. Do your best to ground into that left heel, so you might find that you're higher up. Engage into this right quad, squeeze the 2 feet together. Use your inner strength as you inhale, lift all the way up, warrior two. And then as you exhale, settle into your warrior. Front knee is pointing forwards, back toes are turned in slightly. And I'm not hinging forwards, so just be aware of that. So shoulders on top of the hips. As you begin to straighten into your front leg, maybe shorten the stance up to you, reverse your triangle, left hand down the back leg, nice long side body. Inhale, lifts you all the way up, engage into the quads, and as you exhale, reach it forward, triangle pose, lean down into that front leg. Again, maybe you want to use your prop. Keep reaching your left arm up, roll the shoulders on top of each other as the body and the hips stay open towards the left. Releasing the hands to the mat, downward facing dog. As you inhale, lift your heels nice and high, and as you exhale, pivot 10 toes towards the left. Micro bend into the knees, and then stick the bottom back behind you. Inhale, come back to center, lift your heels nice and high, and as you exhale, pivot 10 toes towards the right. And then coming back to center, lift your heels nice and high, and then as you exhale, release. Inhale, look at the front of you, slowly walk to the top of the mat, folding forwards. Inhale, long flat back. Exhale, fold forwards. Big toes together, tiny little gap in the knee heels. Bend your knees, chair pose. Take a big inhale through the nose, spread into the left toes, lean left, float your right leg back, warrior three. Pull back on that left hip as the right shoulder goes forwards. Engage into that right leg, keep breathing. Press down the leg, inhale, rolls you all the way up, bring the right knee in. And then as you exhale, kick that right leg out in front of you. Engage into your midsection, squeeze everything in towards the midline. As you reverse your warrior, lean the chest back. Inhale, come back to center, tuck the knee in. And then as you exhale, float your right leg back behind you, warrior three. Nice foundation, stay strong. As you keep bending into your left leg, land your right toes back behind you. Nice wide base. When you're ready, rise up, high lunge, arms towards the ceiling. Take a big inhale, find as much length as you can. And then as you exhale, turn towards the right, turn the right toes out, squat into this right leg, Skandasana. Ground into that right heel, nice long spine as you squeeze the 2 feet together. As you inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, adjust your base as you sink into your warrior two. Front knee is bent, facing forwards. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, front leg starts to straighten. And as you exhale, reverse your triangle. Right hand down the back leg as you expand into the left ribs. Inhale, lift you all the way up. Use your core. Reach it forward, lean forward. Coming into your triangle pose. Releasing the hands to the mat, downward facing dog. As you inhale, lift your heels nice and high. Exhale, pivot 10 toes towards the right. Micro bend into the knees, spiral the right ribs open. Inhale, come back to center, lift your heels nice and high. Exhale to the other side. And then coming back to center, lift your heels high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Maybe soften into the knees. We're keeping that long spine wherever you are. Inhale, look at the front of you, slowly walk to the top of the mat, folding forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Press down the legs, inhale, lifts you all the way up. Exhale, hands together, heart center. So just slightly adding on into the sequence. Big toes together, little gap in the heels as you take that chair pose. Nice long lower back here. Spread into the right toes, lean right, float your left leg back, warrior three. Find that nice strong foundation. Press down the leg, inhale, rolls you all the way up, tuck the knee in. And as you exhale, kick the left leg forwards as you reverse your warrior. Nice strong foundation. Inhale, tuck the knee in, come back through center. And as you exhale, warrior three, kick that left leg back. Soften into your right leg as you land your left toes back behind you, high lunge. Take a big inhale, exhale, Skandasana. Turn towards the left, turn the left toes out as you squat into that left leg. This time around, we'll take a forward fold or reach the arms forward as much as you can in this Skandasana. If it doesn't feel good, then just stay lifted. Use your whole body. Shift the gaze out in front of you. Squeeze it in as you lift it all the way up. Settle into your warrior two. Begin to straighten your front leg, reverse your triangle. Try not to add in a back bend here, so engage into the core. Inhale, lift you all the way up. And as you exhale, reach it forward, lean down towards this front leg as you come into your triangle pose. Releasing the hands to the mat, sweep your right leg up, three-legged dog. So take a big inhale through the nose, and then as you exhale, roll the hip open, and the heel towards the glute. Inhale, re-extend, come back with squared hips, and then as you exhale, step your right foot forward. Scoot your back foot in a little bit more, then spin it down as we come into a pyramid pose. Front leg is straight. Maybe peel the right toes up towards the face. Keep grounding into that left heel. Pulling the right hip back and maybe use the blocks if you need to. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, bend into that front leg as you scoot your left foot back behind you, lower lunge. Pivot 10 toes towards the left as we come into a wide leg forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Bring in the right hand to center or to a block, left hand onto your lower back. Check in with the hips, they're facing forwards. Take a deep inhale, send the right shoulder forwards as you exhale, twist towards the left. You can stay here. Maybe the left arm can reach up. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale to the other side. Hips are facing forward as we take that twist. Maybe the right arm reaches up. And then staying, coming back through center, folding forward. Scooch the feet just slightly a little bit closer and then turn the toes out. Squat into the knees, stick the bottom back behind you. Maybe keep the arms reaching forward to come into that downward dog-like position in the upper back. Or you can grab onto the ankles and then stick the bottom out. Maybe sway side to side. You can stay here if you like. You can come back into a wide leg forward fold. If you're ready to add in the arm balance, scooch the feet together a little bit more and then squat low. So this is where you might need some bricks to place behind the heels, hands on top of the block. You're gonna bring your left shoulder right underneath that left arm. So as you do that, notice I'm scooching my left knee a little bit closer. Hands are on, and you're gonna do that with both legs, obviously. Ooh. It's a little bit harder for me now. Hands on top of the bricks and then stick the bottom out. Peel the heels up. So maybe you're here, round into the upper back. Maybe you want to extend and then straighten. Round into the upper back, push into the ground. And then release. So if you would like a little bit more time, then feel free to hip pause. Obviously I couldn't stay in the position for very long. And then when you're ready, we'll take it back into your downward dog. Let me just quickly and then let me just quickly show you without the bricks as well. So I haven't done this in a very long time. Okay. So the goal here is to really try and bring your shoulder right underneath the knee. And then once, because it requires a lot of hamstring flexibility, if you're not quite there with your hamstrings, you can always just cross the ankles on top once you reach the top. Yeah, I'll show you that in the second time. Let's step it back. Soften back into your breath and into the body. Inhale, look at the front of you, slowly walk to the top of the mat, folding forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forwards. Big toes together, little gap in the heels, chair pose. Spread into the left toes, warrior three, right leg floats. Tilt the chest forward. Nice long spine here, engage the right leg. Press down the leg, inhale, lift you all the way up, roll the knee in. Exhale, kick that right leg out in front of you. Reverse your warrior. Inhale, come back to center, tuck the knee in. Exhale, float your right leg back, warrior three. As you soften into your left leg, land your right toes back behind you, high lunge. Take a deep inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, turn towards the right, turn the right toes out, squat into that right leg. So we'll just add the forward fold. Maybe stay high. Squeeze in the inner thighs as you lift it all the way up, and then settle into your warrior two. As you begin to straighten your front leg, reverse your triangle. Spread into the left ribs. Inhale, lift you all the way up. And as you exhale, reach it forward, lean down into that front leg triangle pose. Releasing the hands to the mat. We'll sweep the left leg high, three-legged dog. And just roll the hip open, send the heel towards the glute. Inhale, re-extend, square the hips up. And as you exhale, slide your left foot forward, adjust the stance. Spin the back foot down as the front leg straightens, pyramid pose. Use your props. Keep lifting the left hip up and back as you pull the chest forward. As you inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend into your front leg as you scoot your back foot behind you, lower lunge. Pivot 10 toes towards the right. As we come for a wide leg forward fold, I'll just turn around for you. Second time round. You can add in the twist if you like, but if you need a little bit more time in the hamstrings, then feel free to stay where you are. So we'll begin to pivot the toes out, squat into the legs, reach the arms forwards. Stick the bottom out and then push the knees back behind you. So you can stay here, maybe grab onto the ankles and then use your arms as a self-assist. You can bounce it up and down, maybe wiggle side to side. And maybe this is where you're at today. Maybe you just want to come for a yogi squat. That's always an option as well. If you want to come back into that fire flow, hands are behind the heels as you scooch the feet together. Try and bring the shoulder underneath the legs and then stick the bottom out as you lift up. So maybe you're just here, ground into the hands, squeeze the forearms together. You can stretch the legs, or you can cross the ankle on top of each other. Legs are sliding. Squeeze the arms around into the upper back and then release when you're ready. Maybe hit pause if you need a little bit more time. This time round, we'll all meet sitting down. Wide leg forward fold. Maybe prop yourself up, use props. Or just calm the breath down. And then lifting all the way up. Two things you can do here. Bend into the legs, stack the right knee on top of the left knee for your cow facing. Sitting bones are grounded. Preferably the knees up below the hips. You can use the prop underneath the bottom knee if that feels better. If this feels awkward for any reason, the left leg can always extend. Okay. Wherever you are, sit nice and tall. You can stay where you are. If you like, you can always begin to fold forward. And a bolster is really nice here to just lean into. You can do this with a chair or a footstool, edge of a bed, sofa as well. Slowly release, taking your variation on the other side. Squeeze the inner thighs, and then maybe take a forward fold. And then slowly release. We'll come to lie all the way down. Once you arrive onto the back, hug the knees in. Just gently rock side to side. This feels really nice on my lower back. Take a big inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, send the knees towards the right. And then the arms to full where feels good. Maybe turn the head. Come back through center. And then we'll take it to the other side. And then coming back through center. Hugging the knees in, rocking side to side. Taking a big inhale through the nose, feel it all the way to the top. And then as you exhale, release the arms, the legs. Come into your final pose here. You can stay here as long as you need to. If you feel ready to move on, slowly wiggle the toes, the fingers. And then begin to roll onto the right. When you feel ready to, come to a comfortable seated position. Sitting really nice and tall, keeping the eyes closed. And bringing the hands together and bow the head forwards. Showing love and gratitude to yourself into this practice. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.